Do you think your cat is just getting old and a little lazy? That those jumps that you no longer take, or that new bad mood, are simply things of age? Think again. You might be overlooking a silent confession. Your cat could be hiding chronic pain, and his own face, his simplest habits, are giving you clues that you probably don't know how to read. Cats are masters of disguise. It is their survival instinct engraved in their DNA. When you are both hunter and prey, showing weakness is a death sentence, so they are programmed to suffer in silence. But today, we are going to break that code. I'm going to show you the 7 subtle signs that reveal its secret, with an eye on osteoarthritis, a very painful condition that affects many older cats. In this video, you will become the detective that your cat needs. I will give you the tools your vet wishes you had so you can help him in time. The first clue, and one of the most obvious when you know what to look for, is in their fur. A healthy cat is a meticulous cleaning machine. He spends hours a day grooming himself, keeping his coat soft and shiny. When pain enters the scene, this ritual is one of the first to go. If you notice that your cat's hair has lost its shine, looks dull, rough, or even greasy, it's time to pay attention. Often, joint pain, such as that caused by arthritis in the spine or hip, makes the simple act of turning to wipe your back torturous. That's why it's super common to see tangles or a sloppy appearance right at the back of the body. On the other hand, exaggerated licking in a very specific area is also a red flag. If your cat becomes obsessed with licking a paw, a joint, or a spot on his side nonstop, it's not a new tic. He's yelling at you here, right here is where it hurts. This behavior can leave bald spots and irritate the skin, and is a clear sign that something underneath, be it a joint or an organ, is bothering you. Do you remember when your cat was the king of the heights, the owner of the highest shelf, the watchman from the top of the closet? If your spider cat has suddenly become a floor cat, don't assume that he has become lazy. This is one of the clearest symptoms of chronic joint pain. Osteoarthritis primarily attacks the hips, elbows, and spine, the key tools for jumping and landing. A cat with pain in these areas will feel a sharp sting when moving up and a painful impact when going down. By pure instinct, you will begin to avoid these movements. Pay attention to the details. Perhaps now you hesitate before jumping on the couch as if measuring the effort. Or instead of a clean jump, he now climbs using his claws or a chair as an intermediate step. Has he stopped sleeping on his high scratching post or on your bed if it's hard to reach? They are not changes in preference. They are strategies to avoid pain. Going up and down stairs can also become an odyssey. You may walk slower, stiffly, or walk strangely, almost crouching. The loss of interest in vertical life is one of the most honest confessions of pain in a feline. This point is critical and causes enormous frustration in owners, and tragically is one of the main reasons why cats are abandoned. Your cat, who has always been spotless, suddenly starts urinating or defecating outside of his box. Your first instinct is to think it's a behavioral problem, a rant, or a tantrum. But before you get angry, put yourself in his paws for a second. For many cats, the litter box has become a torture chamber. If the box has high edges, every entry and exit is an ordeal for your sore hips or knees. Once inside, the posture of relieving yourself, bending over, can put unbearable pressure on an osteoarthritis spine. The cat that is not stupid quickly associates that place with pain and looks for an alternative that will not hurt it. They will often choose soft surfaces, such as rugs or the bed. If your cat has started having accidents, especially if it is older, your first suspicion should not be bad behavior, but pain. Switching to a litter box with a much lower entrance or even cutting one of the walls is a simple and very revealing test. If the problem improves, you have just confirmed that your cat is not bad. He was simply asking you for help in his own way. He used to be a sweetheart, and now he doesn't want me to touch him. He spends the day hiding under the bed. Does it sound familiar to you? Chronic pain has a brutal impact on a cat's mood and social life. An associative and playful feline can become unsociable, irritable, and even aggressive. Put yourself in their place. Constant pain exhausts and stresses you, making you feel vulnerable. His instinct screams at him to hide so as not to show that weakness. So you might look for new, secluded places to sleep where you won't be bothered. Interest in playing, chasing the laser, or interacting with you plummets. Sudden aggression is another warning sign. If when you try to pet him on the back or pick him up, he responds with a growl or a snort or a scratch, don't take it personally. It is very likely that you have accidentally touched a pain point. This defensive behavior is their only way of saying, "Why does that hurt?" A change from a sweet cat to a grumpy one is almost never an attitude problem. It is a desperate response to a physical discomfort that does not know how to communicate. Now we enter the territory of advanced detectives. Veterinary science has developed a super tool called the feline grimace scale, which allows us to read the pain directly in your face. Let's break it down into our last 3 signals. The 5th sign focuses on the eyes and ears. A happy, pain-free cat has its eyes wide open and relaxed. His ears point forward. Curious. A cat in pain shows something very different. The eyes are the first window. Notice if your cat keeps his eyelids half closed or almost closed, as if he were constantly squinting. It is not a dream, it is an instinctive gesture of discomfort. The pupils can also give clues. Sometimes chronic pain can cause dilated pupils, even in good light. Now look at the ears. Instead of standing upright, a cat in pain will often turn them slightly to the side or even flatten them against their head. This position, known as airplane ears, indicates tension and discomfort. The combination of squinting eyes and airplane ears is one of the most reliable facial indicators that your cat is suffering. The 6th sign takes us to the center of the face, the muzzle and the whiskers. It is a normal state. A cat's muzzle is smooth and rounded, and its whiskers fall curved to the sides. The pain transforms this area into a mask of tension. Observe the shape of its snout. When a cat feels pain, the muscles in its mouth and nose tense. The muzzle loses that round shape and becomes more taut, almost oval. It's a subtle difference, but when you learn to see it, it's unmistakable. Mustaches are an even clearer barometer. Instead of being relaxed and curled, a cat's whiskers in pain become stiff and straight, often pressed back against the cheeks. Think of them as a person's shoulders. When we are stressed or something hurts, we shrink and tense them. A cat does the same with its whiskers. A tense muzzle with stiff, straight whiskers is a clear sign that he is enduring significant discomfort. Our 7th and final sign completes the picture and connects the face to the rest of the body. It's all about head position and general posture. A cat not only shows pain on its face, but in how it holds itself. Head position is key. A healthy cat usually carries its head above the line of its shoulders. A cat in pain will tend to lower it, sometimes below that line. You may walk or sit with your back hunched as if in a ball of tension. The posture when resting also changes. Instead of curling up into a perfect donut, a cat in pain will adopt awkward positions to take the pressure off. A very common one is the meatloaf posture, sitting like a loaf of bread with the legs tucked under the body, tense and ready to move, but never completely relaxing. This combination of lowered head, hunched back, and meatloaf posture is the final piece of the puzzle, confirming that the discomfort you saw on his face spreads throughout his body. Well, you've learned to read the signs, you're quite the cat tech type. Now comes the most important thing, and now what? The first step, observing, you have already taken. Don't ignore these changes. Don't blame them on old age. Old age is not a disease, but osteoarthritis is, and it has treatment. The second step, the most crucial, contact your veterinarian. Describe in detail everything you have noticed. Your testimony is the most valuable piece for their diagnosis. And please, for all you love, never self-medicate your cat. Human medications such as paracetamol or ibuprofen are poisons for them and can be fatal. The good news is that veterinary medicine has made a lot of progress. Today, there are very effective and safe treatments to manage chronic pain. Your veterinarian can suggest everything from safe pain relievers such as gabapentin, meloxicam, among others, to revolutionary therapies such as Solensia, a monthly injection that attacks pain at its roots and drastically improves your quality of life. Also, adapting their environment with ramps or lower sandboxes will make a huge difference. There you have it, 7 key signals your cat uses to tell you something hurts. Your cat can't talk, but it's not silent. He communicates with you all the time through subtle body language. Your job as their favorite person is to learn to listen with your eyes. By recognizing these signs, you stop being a bystander and become their best advocate. Now I want to listen to you. Tell me in the comments which of these signs surprised you the most. Have you noticed any in your cat? Sharing your experience can help many people. And remember, if there is even the slightest doubt, the best gift of love you can give your feline friend is a visit to the vet. If you want to continue learning to understand and care for your cat as it deserves, subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and give your cat some extra love from me.